What is going on, guys? My name is Landon, and today I'm bringing you another video. If you guys couldn't tell, or hopefully you have been able to tell, new camera and a new keyboard as well, which I'll show you in just a second. And I kind of redid the intro a little bit. Let me know if you guys like any of this stuff. If you don't, hey, it's fine. I'm just trying to upgrade, try to make things look a little bit different. Don't want every video to be exactly the same. And this kind of all started whenever I saw someone put in the comments like, use a different background music, and I was like, that's probably true. I've probably used the same background music like 30 million times. So I tried to just, switch it up a little bit, make it a little bit, fresh and new, and ultimately just make these videos even more fun to watch. So that's my goal. That's the goal of the entire video. Like I said, I have my major camera, my nice camera that I use to take pictures with. Also has pretty nice videos, so hopefully this looks nice. If it doesn't, darn. So I'm gonna show you guys my keyboard. I actually got this today. It is the Black Widow Chroma. Oh my god, this is great. Look, it's like, it lights up. Wonderful. There's like a bunch of settings I can do. Hear that? Oh my gosh, listen to that sound. Glorious. It is glorious, I must say. But I actually had a Black Widow already, but I just wanted the Chroma. Looks so pretty. Looks so nice. I'll put a link in the description, or yeah, in the description where you guys can buy one if you want to. I'm not sponsored by Razer, but god, I wish I was. Use all the products. I have like a Goliathus mouse pad. I also have a mouse. What is this? The Death Adder? Yeah, I love the Death Adder. It's great. I'm here to promote companies that don't actually sponsor me. So after this long intro, actually we have to get on topic. We have to talk about today's storyline, today's video, which actually is talking about Vulcun and players getting hit offline. Now, if you haven't been watching the Pro League, if you haven't been watching the ESR, any of this stuff, basically, MLG has officially partnered with Vulcun. If you guys know what Vulcun is, it's basically a way to, fantasy draft players. You can make money off of it. I don't know if you guys are familiar with like fantasy drafts or fantasy football or fantasy basketball. I personally do fantasy basketball, but it's not the exact same, but it's kind of in a way similar. So it's like an online, it's a website where you can bet, you can have different lineups for teams. If you do the best, you get money. Ultimately, whoever comes out first in their certain pool or in their certain bracket and whatnot, you can actually make a lot of money from it. And like real sports, people will make their lives, like this is what they do for a living, and they can make money off of it. Now, Vulcun has certain limits to it and stuff, but still, there has been a problem actually going on with betting with Call of Duty esports. Now, there are a lot of other esports that do this. In particular, CSGO is a very, very big deal. You can actually bet your skins. That's actually through their online lounge, I believe. I'm not super familiar with CSGO and whatnot, as you probably can tell, but you can like bet skins. If you guys know what skins are, never mind, but that's like the main money source throughout the entire game. Your goal is to get the best looking skins, the skins that you want to. And sometimes you'll even see teams throw matches to actually get skins. It's kind of funny. It's kind of interesting. You never thought you would see that, but teams actually throwing games to make money for someone else so they can get paid as well. And people have been outed. I'm sure people have done that in the past and not gotten caught with it, but that's even happened in professional sports. Back in the day in baseball, I think it was Pete Rose or whatever. Either way, people have been caught betting and throwing games all the time through this. Now, this isn't the exact thing, but this is what Vulcun kind of brings to the scene. While it does bring a lot of interesting news, you can watch the streams on Vulcun. I actually will put the link to the Vulcun website down in the description. But what has been going on with Call of Duty esports, like I said, is that they have officially partnered with MLG. So a lot of the times you'll see on the ESR your top picks coming into tonight, or your top picks coming in for the week, for certain players and stuff, which is actually pretty interesting. I also do it too. Vulcan's a great website, very well done. They do Call of Duty, League of Legends, Dota 2, CSGO, Hearthstone, and a bunch of other stuff too. So there's a lot of options if you're looking to bet money or just bet and try to win at least. It's a really fun website. I'm not gonna lie, it's a really cool website. A lot of interesting stuff. It just provides a lot of difference, which is good. We need to expound our sense, or expound our horizons, I guess you could say, in the competitive Call of Duty scene. And Vulcun can definitely provide one of those paths. But like we know, money is always a main factor in making money in betting and stuff. So what's been happening is that now that people can bet money, they can actually make a living, or not make a living, but they can just make money off of certain Pro League matches. They're starting to hit or boot off players as well. Now, kind of laying this out a little bit. So all pro players, at least not all of them, but a lot of pro players use Skype. Now, Skype is a very easy way to find someone's IP address. Now, what you can do is you can flood someone's IP address, basically knocking them offline. I'm not going to go into the full process of DOSing or DDoSing someone, but you kind of get the factor. So if you know someone's Skype, you basically have access to their IP address. Now, a lot of the time pros will get kicked off. You've seen Twitch people do it. That's why no one really uses Skype if you're in the main scene of, you know, online video. If you're a streamer, if you're a YouTuber, most likely you do not use you know, Skype for a lot of main things, because people can easily hit you off if they just know your name. That's why sometimes you'll see pro players or known people have the weirdest Skype names, because no one in their right mind would ever figure out how to search it or find their actual name. So the big deal with that is now, since there is betting involved, like I mentioned just a second ago, players are starting to get hit offline, so that it's going to be 3 versus 4, making it very, you know, a lot easier, I guess you could say, for the team that you betted on to win, thus making you more money, making you, you know, a happy person. Which causes a lot of problems, because in the past couple nights of the Pro League, they've not really been able to weather the storm. Now, that was kind of, why did I just say that? They've not been able to combat this. That's better. It's almost a joke in a sense. You know, I was watching the Pro League last night, and I was actually kind of mad because I was trying to watch it, and there was constantly, like, Apathy would drop, you know, from Rise. You know, TJ Halley would drop from Elevate, or, you know, I think it was Formal or Karma has been dropping like all the time recently. And now that money is involved, it's like, you know, it's a main factor. That's going to happen a lot of the time if you're using Skype. Now, there are a couple different websites or a couple different programs you can use, you know, to talk to teams. But Skype is the definite main source. It's the easiest way, honestly, to really do one. And you don't have to spend any money on Skype either. And some of those programs are TeamSpeak or Mumble. I believe Mumble is free, but I think TeamSpeak you actually have to pay to have a server. But you know, I've seen a lot of tweets, you know, they're like, you know, why haven't the pro players have even combated this before? And it's like, well, there's never really been a main avenue to want to DDoS players unless you genuinely do not like them or you don't like the content that they're making. That's different, but still, it's a big factor and it's a major thing that people are going to have to combat now unless they decide to use Mumble or TeamSpeak. And I know there was a program called COD Fantasy, which was a big deal. I personally really liked that. I believe Optic Intel kind of made that. And, you know, while it was really fun, people used it a lot, but you couldn't really make money. Like, it wasn't how Vulcan's system is. Vulcan's system is great, but don't get me wrong, and I've seen a lot of people kind of putting the blame on someone else, and I kind of put the blame on Vulcan, and it really isn't Vulcan's fault. It's not the pro player's fault. It's not anyone's fault except for the people who are actually doing it. But I saw people blaming Vulcan, I saw people blaming the pro players, and you can't really blame the pro players. Like, it's kind of like yelling at someone because they didn't know that this could happen. Like, they've seen it happen in the past, but it's not been that big of a deal. You know, people get booted off all the time, but I still use Skype. I use Skype all the time. I also have you know, I also have TS too, or TeamSpeak. You know, I can use whatever I want to, but I don't have to worry about it because I'm not a pro player. I'm not someone in the main scene. No one's betting on money for me to do well at a video game. Thank God they aren't, because they would lose money pretty quickly. But now, pro players are going to have to use TeamSpeak or Mumble. They're going to have to use something where it's not easy to get, you know, someone's, you know, information of their IP address. You know, you can switch your IP and stuff, and I think it was Crim6 kind of yelling at pro players, like, how do you not know to do this? And, well, I can understand that. I can also understand some, you know, people coming at it from different looks of the, you know, I can see how people would think different ways, but looking at it, you know, it's not anyone's fault. It's not Vulcan's problem. I would have liked maybe a Vulcan to warn MLG, or MLG to warn players, saying, hey, you might want to use a different server. People are going to start betting on you guys, and money could be made, and people are going to stop at no end to try to make money however they want to. So, in a sense, I'm kind of like, not mad, but they had to cancel pro matches. They're going to have to reschedule those, which they did the other night. They're getting ready to play matches now. I'm not sure how they've been working. I would assume that all pro players are now using TeamSpeak or something else, and I really hate that because now they're going to have to pay for something. But still, it's really unfortunate. Vulcan, I'm really happy that they're in the scene. I'm really happy that they're at least trying to help or are in some way involved in the competitive Call of Duty scene. I'm very happy to see that, but you got to keep in mind, you got to keep yourself protected, and you also have to, you know, combat whatever thing could come your way. So kind of just want to let you guys know what's been going on in the Pro League mainly, and, you know, betting is starting to come in. So I'll let you guys have a link down to Vulcan. I'm not going to say this is not a video to hate Vulcan. I think they're great that they're in the scene. I'm really happy that they are, but some of the things that could come from Vulcan could be negative, and we just have to learn to combat those things. So hopefully, if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like. It really does help me out, and let me know, like I said, down in the comments if you guys like the new video, if you guys like the new setup, the new intro, anything down in the comments. I always respond to every comment, at least just about everyone that asks a question or says something. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you guys later, and until next time, peace out.